So yeah, today is a Sunday and it's actually the best day to be doing this. I always encourage people to actually do the analysis on weekends when their mind is free, when they are not pressured to be taking trades because the markets are open. So if you want to do your analysis, your weekly analysis, and stuff like that, the weekends are usually the best time to do that. You are not pressured into taking trades because the markets are closed. Okay, so this video is just to give you an idea of some of the things that I'll be looking out for when the trading week opens. Disclaimer: this is not trading signals. This is not trading signals, but it's just ideas that I am looking into when the week opens. Okay, so don't wait for the market to open, then you quickly jump in and think that you got a signal from me. No, you will lose your money. Uh, you might be seeing the same things, you might not be seeing the same things. If you're not seeing the same things, of course, I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. But basically, this video is just to show, to share with you my bias for the coming week. Of course, things might happen and I might have to change my analysis. That's the nature of the beast. You do not have to be stuck with one thing. You need to be as flexible as you can. So this analysis, this is on a weekend. The market might decide to do some other thing. A war might break out somewhere. A disaster might happen somewhere, so it might invalidate all these ideas. Okay, so let's get into it. First of all, as I always tell people, one of the easiest ways to trade the markets is to actually start with the dollar index, especially if you're going to be trading dollar pairs. If you're going to be trading pairs that have got dollar against them, for example, gold, silver, NZD, USD, AUD, USD, USD CAD, USD JPY, Euro USD, GBP, USD, USD CHF. You get the point. If you get pairs that have a dollar in them, usually the easiest way any person can do is to just analyze the dollar index. So this is what we are looking at. This is the dollar index. And if we go to the monthly chart, I didn't want to start on the monthly chart, but you can see where we are. By the way, I shared this tool. It shows psychological levels. It's on the blogs. You can go there and download it. I shared it for free. You can always Google it, and yeah, it's free stuff. Don't get people selling you these things. So if you go to the dollar index on the monthly time frame, you can see what is happening. Remove. Hey, and maybe let's make it thicker so that people can see the line. You can see what's happening on the dollar index on the monthly chart. If we go down to the weekly, you see we bounce off a critical area. So which direction am I looking dollar index to take us to? My belief is the dollar index wants to go this way. We have been in this area before. We've been in this area before. I do not see why not. I don't see why not. Why we shouldn't come back to retest this area. But before we go to this area, this is like a long-term move. Before we go to this area, you can see there with a double bottom setup thing going on there on the weekly, with a double bottom setup going on there. So long term, my bias is that dollar is going to strengthen to around that area. But before we do that, we are probably going to want to test some psychological levels that are around this area. So we are going to start with this area before we can go this way. So my bias is what? If we drop that to the 4-hourly or the hourly, with me, I'm using a new machine, so I'm still adjusting to it. So my bias is wrong line. My bias is that dollar index at least wants to take us there. That's my bias, that at least dollar index wants to take us there. So something might happen that might invalidate this analysis. We might actually come to this 92,000 level and the market decides, no, we are not going to go all the way up, and we might actually go down, which will then change my picture concerning the dollar index. But for now, my for now, my bias is on dollar index wanting to take us to this area. So what does this mean for me? It basically means if you know how to trade dollar index and GBP and dollar pairs, basically when dollar index strengthens, it means all these pairs that start with another pair against the dollar, basically they are going to be weak, and every pair that starts with USD is going to what? Strengthen, because people are going to be buying the dollar. Daily point. So what am I expecting now that this is my picture on dollar index? If we go down to GBP USD, you can see what's happening on GBP USD. We were actually at a level, at a psychological level, 1.40 whatever, how many zeros are there, and we touched it and we are going down on GBP USD. So there is a high chance that GBP USD is going to be dropping. That will be my first target, and probably will take it all this way. So my bias on GBP USD certainly is on shorting the pair. It is on selling the pair. The same thing with Euro USD. Same thing with Euro USD. I don't know where this line is coming from, but it happens. Same thing with Euro USD. I'm expecting Euro USD to sell because dollar is strengthening. If we go to AUD USD, I'm going to expect the same thing. Probably what we are going to do first is come and tap there and then go down. That will be my bias, or we can actually go down straight. That will be my bias on AUD USD. And gold. love trading gold. You can see we are at a psychological level there, 1800. My money is actually on us going down to around 750, 1750 first. I'm expecting as dollar strengthens, we are going to tap this level 1750 first, and from there we might continue selling depending on what eventually happens on the dollar index. So that's just a quick video on my bias for the week using the dollar index. And you can also do this thing, this analysis. You simply don't have to make your analysis too hard. For example, when you wake up every day, don't try to be this smart astrophysicist or whatever. Just go to the dollar index and see what is it telling you. If it tells you that the dollar is going to be strengthening, then certainly you need to be looking to be shorting pairs like gold, silver, AUD, USD, Euro USD, GBP USD, and certainly you need to be looking to buy sorry about that, pairs like USD CHF, USD JPY, USD CAD. If you have your own ideas about what's going to happen concerning the dollar index and what's probably going to happen this coming week, please leave them in the comment section below. I'd like to hear your ideas. It's the market. No one person is always correct. So yeah, I hope this video helps you. Like this video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Until next time, bye.